Flashback, Vietnam, Cover-Up, PTSD. By Alan C. Thomas, HMCMUSN, retired. Dedication. This book is dedicated to the men and women who survive war but often do not survive the trauma of war. Enduring the trauma with their comrades, during military service on and off the battlefield, Americans have fought, fight, and will fight for our freedom. When the fighting ends, the trauma does not. Thousands of Americans live with the painful experience of combat for the remainder of their lives. In the aftermath of war, they are all too often left by a grateful nation to live or die alone with their service-connected post-traumatic stress disorder. Sunrise. Sunrise took place in that Vietnam place. The mission happened at a fast pace. While it was a failure, the squad was not in disgrace. The true story will replace. Prologue. This is a story told by Rob Thomas, who served in the U.S. Navy as a 21-year-old hospital corpsman on a failed rescue mission to free 2 POWs during the Vietnam War. Thomas tells his story as he lived it, beginning in 1964, when he was a 16-year-old with zits, whose life would be forever changed by the war in Southeast Asia. He tells of the years before, during, and after his tour of duty, as H.N. Thomas assigned to a failed mission to rescue POWs code-named Sunrise. He speaks of leaked information about the unacknowledged mission undertaken by the U.S. Navy and Marine Corps during the Vietnam War. Top Secret Search Operation Group, SOG, mission code name, Sunrise, was an attempt to free our POWs, who were held hostage in a camp located within the province of Quang Tri, Vietnam, on February 23, 1970. Code-named clandestine operations, such as Sunrise, were not a new concept, and Sunrise was just another code name for this war. After the failure of Sunrise, also known as Operation Sunrise 1970, it was easily denied by the Navy, or, as some would say, covered up, buried, or hidden from the public and the press for more than 30 years. Rob says, "All of us involved knew that in the event of failure, Sunrise would never see the light of day, at least not until we are all dead and buried. Everyone knows that keeping secret the identity of black operations conducted by our government in the name of freedom is an accepted fact today, as it was in 1970, for Black Ops missions are always being planned or carried out by the United States Army, Air Force, Coast Guard, Navy, and Marine Corps. It has been said that nothing is secret if two people know about the secret something, and therefore, that secret something has a way of being found out. The idea that the secret of Sunrise would be revealed to us all by a little-known sole survivor of that mission is enough to boggle the imagination, and so it is a most curious unveiling of the truth. The LBJ Presidential Library website mentions Operation Sunrise activities between 1962 and 1970, however, the only declassified Operation Sunrise took place in 1962. Operation Sunrise 1962 had the purpose of relocating villagers and their hamlets within Vietnam, and this operation is referenced in various books and on various websites. To date, Operation Sunrise 1970 remains unacknowledged by the Department of the Navy. There is an unwritten policy: when in doubt, deny, deny, deny. Chapter 1, The Summer of '64, Surfer Girl, For My Friends and Me. The event that would change our lives forever, which came to be known as the Gulf of Tonkin Incident, took place with only a passing glance at the CBS Evening News with Walter Cronkite. My father and I were watching the news, while he sipped on his 3-olive martini, or lighter fluid, as I called it. We 16-year-olds were involved with more important matters, zits and girls. Zits do not need explanation other than to say that teenagers have zits, and certainly how many zits and how big your zits are factored into the pursuit of sex with any willing female. To be totally honest, by my 17th birthday, my pursuit of the sex act was limited to thinking a lot about having sex with any willing female. I'll never forget that summer of '64, when my dad was 43 and sang in St. Paul's Church Choir. Mr. Glosklick was also a member of the choir and a junior high school math teacher. Needless to say, the
Sample complete. Ready to continue?